So we're crashing on couches again.
What the fuck? When did you get here? Hey.
You are insanely predictable. I brought you something to eat.
Oh, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Do you understand what danger you're putting yourself in when you're sleeping in the middle of this establishment?
Yep.
God, why are you like this? I swear one of these days I'm going to come over here and you'll be into a pulp and I'm going to murder you for it.
Not if I'm already dead.
I'm a nurse. You think you're really going to die on me?
I've almost have a couple times, actually.
And guess who brought you back?
Yeah, touche.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
So instead of calling me, you slept here again.
Yep.
I'm debating whether I should punch you and make that bruise on your face worse, or drag you to my place this time.
Neither.
I said I was debating, I wasn't asking.
Yeah. We're getting close. The med bay is gonna be open tomorrow. They're finishing up, and we now have a back alley.
Ah. So shipments should come in regularly now.
Yeah.
When we need them?
Yep.
Good. Makes organizing far easier. And you, God, you are essentially a troublesome child at this point.
I'm not a child.
You might as well be one.
What the fuck? Like, why?
If I didn't have to worry about your safety and you taking care of yourself 24/7, we'd be having a different conversation. Oh wait, that's right. I can't do that.
I do take care of myself. For once, I've actually eaten something and drank today. Okay, yes, it was 5 hours ago, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been asleep for 5 hours, so there's that.
That's fine. Means you haven't been doing much to lose all of that to begin with, so...
The only thing I've really done today was clean up Toy Chica. And drop a new model that I'm designing.
Oh.
So, nothing all too major.
Nothing too much.
Yeah.
Good. If it was, I was afraid I would have to have your head.
No one's really even been here today, and I haven't really... I've been kind of
Really?
lazy today, other than you. Not even any of the models have been on today. Most of them are still trying to process. A lot of them are getting some final updates. Because we open tomorrow. So,
Yeah, well, I'm glad we knocked this out of the park now.
just finishing up a few things, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with Sparky and the rest of the models.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen this one, have you? You might have.
No, I don't think I have yet.
I don't know if anyone showed you yesterday or not. There was
Maybe
a
they
lot going
did.
on.
I was really tired.
First time you showed up here in something other than your work outfit.
Give me a break.
Only giving you grief. Yeah, this is, from what I know, apparently he did something very similar to what Mangle did.
So I assume he has a similar track record amongst the Withereds?
Yeah, other than what it seems to be Freddy. Spring Bonnie tried to kill him and ended up stabbing Iris.
Jesus!
Yeah. Freddy doesn't seem to have an issue with him, but I don't really know where Freddy really sits on anything anymore. Witherd Bonnie was too blind to really see him, but he was on, and then the other Withereds were on when Sparky woke up.
I see.
So yeah, I have him in here while I'm waiting on the new suit. Because his new suit...
So is that what happened to your face?
No, that was from Chica.
Ah.
That was also part of the blood that was covering why I have a different shirt as well. Yeah, that shirt was... That once gray shirt was very dark red.
Well, I'd figure as much.
Thankfully, I had a secondary jacket. But my other jackets...
Probably wasn't thinking as straight as I usually would, so...
Yeah, from what I know, you kind of went a little bit angry.
Surprising for me, huh?
I've seen it happen a couple times, so I'm not...
Oh, no, Fritz, you have no idea.
Well...
I honestly think I scared Wade.
Okay, I've seen it to an extent with really shitty patients, but... And a couple Karens that decided to harass a very nice cashier.
Okay, they deserved it.
I'm not saying that they didn't deserve it. I'm also not saying that Toy Chica didn't deserve that. But yeah.
I do apologize if there were any needed repairs for them.
Nah. Just a couple real quick polishing things. Touch up on the paint. Nothing too. The toys are fairly durable. A lot of stuff just bounces off them. I had to do some mild repaints on the balloon children from Wade's mop even, so.
Yike.
Today was just a lot of just very, very just boring stuff. Oh, I gotta touch up this coat of paint. I've gotta make sure there's no chickens in the building.
Yeah, those chickens have been driving you up a wall, huh?
Yeah. Make sure all of the models have all of their items. I gotta get Chica's cupcake. I gotta grab that. But like Freddy's microphone, I made sure that was tuned. Did some mild touch-ups on just the paint on his torso, Bonnie's paint on his hands, tuned his guitar. Set up puppet strings. Got some more balloons inflated.
About those last I heard.
Yeah. Set up the balloon kids' balloons and inflated a few more of those. Repainted some mild scuffs and stuff.
You've been taking care of that bruise like we told you to, right?
Yeah, mostly. I think I might have forgotten a couple things, but nobody's perfect.
Well,
I haven't iced it all too.
In case you forgot,
fabulously.
I also did put the treatment ointment in your bag.
Yeah, I've that treatment ointment I've been
and
using.
A cream that we forgot to pick up.
So that I've been doing the ointment, but I haven't really been icing it like I was supposed to.
God damn it, Fritz!
I iced it for like a couple hours. And the ice pack melted and it's still in the freezer because I fell asleep. But yeah, I got all of their greeting codes set up since they're brand new.
No, that's good.
I got all of the alert modules set up in Mangle's room. Nothing all too hard, but a lot of very boring stuff.
And that's why you fell asleep.
I was also just tired because, again, I didn't go back to the hotel. Obviously, I was in the hospital. Yes, most of yesterday morning after my
Obviously.
night shift, so I didn't really do all too much there. But yeah, I'll probably be spending most of the day shift with, yeah, I think JJ left that there during the night shift.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Yeah. But yeah, I set up some parameters, all gonna be in this room most of opening hours. And I'll have, because Wade'll probably be in the main area. Same with, Salem and Ryder watching the main stage. Or, well, Wade'll be just everywhere. All of the foods in... I have some medical supplies just sitting in that back part storage thing that you ordered. None of the stuff that you needed cooled or whatever. I think it was just the sterilized needles that are still in the boxes.
Good.
Most I did was pop open the crate and make sure that was what it was. Make sure we actually got what we ordered, since we ran into a few issues there. Thankfully, we had backups of they sent us for some reason sent us mozzarella instead of the cheese Iris ordered, so thankfully they just kind of took out of another group. I think it was something for the other pizzeria, like 4 hours west. But
Yikes.
then again, their drop-off point, or not the drop-off point, but the restock point is within that 4 hours, so they just picked up the other one that was meant for us since they grabbed the wrong cheese.
Well, at least they fixed it.
Yeah, thankfully they're a nice group. But yeah, Wade's gonna come in, according to the person I hired, tomorrow morning, a couple hours before we open, because we'll open at 10. They should get the door for the medical bay installed, and clean up that mess, because that door is right. That door is right between. It's right here. Okay. But yeah. It's right there. Let's rewind for a second. Okay. We'll just rewind to here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, going now. But yeah, it's right there. So the door will be installed there.
Next to that one.
It was the best location that we had that wasn't over in parts and service.
I honestly find it hilarious that somehow, someway, the mains have managed to make me despise them the most.
Oh, like the names of the brand, Freddy wanting Chica.
No, the main lawn, yeah.
But yeah, hopefully this goes how it wants. Afton will do his checks. Wade's gonna come in. I think the night shift shouldn't be even running today because everyone's on setup. Most of them are being updated. I think the only one that isn't is Puppet, and she's just charging. But all of the other models are updating. So hopefully it goes how it's supposed to. No
As long
issues,
as we don't have
incidents.
another incident.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's no traces of what happened the other night, so no one's gonna be questioning that. I don't even think Afton knows about what happened. So that's gonna be a story.
Ooh, yeah. Yikes.
But my main worry is just to make sure everything goes well in Mangle's room and there's no angry, weird people. Main stage is far more protected than the side rooms.
frankly. But I'm sure if anything happens, Puppet will probably hear it.
Yeah. Obviously, I'll
That
be
thing
standing
terrifies
here.
me, for the record.
Puppet scares me.
Okay, not genuinely. I respect them, but they have some weird abilities.
Well, they can float. So, I mean, that would do it.
I thought that was what? They can float? I thought they
That's
just
the
were just
strings.
using strings.
Yeah,
okay.
it's the strings.
Oof.
They can, like, float because of the strings is what I meant.
Don't do that.
Hopefully all the balloon kids go well. It's the first time a new face has been in here for a while, so there's several new faces since when we last opened. And currently there's going to be there's going to be a fourth new face being added soon, so
don't worry about it too much. I'm positive everything will go as planned.
Here's to hoping. Always here's to hoping, I suppose.
And now that you have a medical professional around, I can easily act as an extra layer of security, as most do.
True.
Mainly to, not so pleasant individuals. Can always claim they're having a mental crisis and get away with it.
True.
Which half the time, they might as well be.
Especially recently.
You're telling me.
So, hopefully it all goes well.
Well, are you okay?
Worried is really all. I want this to go well because this is their model's last chance.
I'm sure everything will go as planned. At least in the hindsight of performancing. The only problems we will probably run into are just people. That's about it.
Well, the models current, don't have all too good of track records, so I'm just kind of... I would say I am stressed about this because I don't...
I can tell you are. You've been fidgeting this entire time.
I promised the models, I promised that the models would get this chance to be great again, and I don't want that promise to be a lie. I requested Afton saved these models for a reason, so I want to make sure that they get a chance to be who they were for everything. I'm not gonna have any.
Try again.
I'm not gonna have any free roam models. They're all gonna stay in their areas. But I don't want this to feel like I was lying to them. I'm not angry with what Toy Chica did. It happens. They can't control the night modes. It's a glitch in their systems that no one's been able to figure out. So it's like, there's not
Still ironic that they blame Mangle for what happened, though.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna...
Also, why is this open?
I checked stock.
That's mildly worrying.
I checked stock earlier and I might have forgotten to close it.
I forgot to... Oh my god, Fritz.
Say, you want to get dinner one of these days?
I don't see why not. Still awkward.
I know.
You have not changed a bit. Now come on, we're gonna go get some of those, like, plastic ice cubes.
I'll just leave my car here. I'll ride with you this time.
And away we go. I don't like how narrow this parking lot is, by the way.
Yeah. I just use the exterior sides to get out.
Understandable.